I'm going to show you a trick that basically it's going to keep your account at 5-star pretty much all the time, because there's a lot of fraud in Instacart with the customers claiming that the order wasn't delivered, this was missing, whatever, wrong item, this, that. There's fraud all over the place. And the only way that Instacart can keep track of it is through your communication with the customer. You get it? That's the only way Instacart has any way of tracking it, right? So let them track it, okay? I'm going to show you something on my account here in a second, okay? And I'm going to show you why they find the fraud, okay? I could probably call Instacart and find out who it was, and then I'd find out what they said or whatever. But I don't care about that. That's just a waste of time. It doesn't do anything for my bank account or yours, right? Bitching about shit, you know. But if you cover yourself, okay, cover yourself. The only way you can do it is in the chat. That means the whole shop, you have to chat with them, whether they're returning your chat or not. When you get to the house, when I get to the house, I take 3 pictures. I know it sounds superfluous, kind of, you know, like overdoing the same thing. But I take, if it says leave at door, take photo, I do that one. If it doesn't, if it says can't find customer or next, I take a picture in the chat, and then I take a picture on my phone. So 3 pictures, leave at door, I take one, I pop one in the chat as well, that's 2, and I take one on my phone. If it doesn't say leave at door, obviously 2 photos, one in the chat and one on my phone. And that way they know, hey, Instacart looks in there and they're like, and plus they look at your rating, Instacart can see everything. Everything's documented. The comments people leave, how many stars you get for bagging, chat, delivery, all that is taken into consideration, because they look at that and then they look at a customer who may have had 3 or 4 issues, red flags on their account from doing this before, and now that's enough. Instacart's not going to keep losing money on a customer that keeps reporting groceries missing and getting refunds for it. It's just not going to happen. So what happens is it'll show up on your account because the fraudulent person is going to leave you a bad rating, right? Of course. Hey, my groceries didn't show up. This guy sucks. Usually these people never contact you throughout the batch. They never contact you. And if they do, it's minimum. But I could be wrong. Maybe some of them, they do it and they contact me the whole way. They just don't care. They just don't care about you, which is cool. It's all right, because you know why? The system's set up for them to hang themselves, just like it's set up for you to hang yourself if you want to try to juke the system on Instacart. Why do it? It's goofy, right? And by the way, the people that say there's bots and they know about algorithms and stuff, like use these cool buzzwords. I just want to know if there's any of you guys out there that know about coding, how to code an app, what's involved in coding an app like Instacart or DoorDash or Uber. You know, if you know about what's involved, the coding, man, leave a comment and do your videos about bots and algorithms. But if you don't know anything about coding, you might want to kind of shut the fuck up, because you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, bots, all of them are scams. They want to get into your account and they're tricking you on the incentive of this, of money. Oh, I'm going to get bigger batches. I've already shown you $225 batches, $100 batches every week. I've already shown you. It comes if you go to the right area and follow the rules that I've told you about. The rule of dumb. Learn 6 or 7 stores in a diamond mine, a diamond area where you know those stores. You own those stores. When a batch comes in, if it's a $25 batch, you're in and out in 15 minutes because you follow the rules. The rule of dumb, $1 or more per item. And then you get in and out of the store quick, right? and you move on to the next batch. Okay, $25 at a time, $30 at a time. Pretty soon you're making $250, $300 a day on average. I'm showing it to you. My results are right there on my channel. And by the way, please subscribe, because that's the only way I can keep doing these videos. I'm close to not doing them anymore because it just takes up too much time. And I've already shown you weeks and weeks and weeks in a row of my results. It's basically the same. It's 1,500 plus. Lately it's been 16, near 17 sometimes. So I'm just trying to let you know, get all that mentality of bots and they changed the algorithm and that's why I'm not getting batches, and this is just a side hustle. Side hustle? I might get to 80 grand this year. This doesn't sound like a side hustle to me. My side hustle is like playing the stocks and that kind of stuff, try to get an extra 20 a year. Play some options and stuff like that, but this is not a side hustle. Instacart is not a side hustle. If you do it right, it's a full-time income. And the people who say, oh, you're in Southern California, the batches are huge out there and all that stuff, everything's relative, okay? If you do this in Dallas, Texas, in a rich neighborhood where your rent is cheap, probably under $1,000 for what you pay $2,000 or $2,500 or upwards of $4,000 for a one-bedroom out here, you're going to still be able to save the same amount of money. I guarantee it. You've got to follow. And people say, oh, our market's... Instacart is in Canada and U.S. and covers the entire country. You got to go online and Google how they make their money, how many customers they have, and you'll be blown away by how many orders are coming in. And you'll also find out how they make their money, and it'll give you a clue as to why the batch earnings are always really low. Because this is a game of tips, people. It's a game of tips. You tip me, I'm giving you great customer service. Because if I do that, you might add on to your tip. And I've shown you in videos already that people do it. They do it every day to me. They add it on after the delivery because I might have taken a couple minutes and talked to them about my Tesla or their Tesla or Christmas stuff, or, hey, the holidays, your kids, I got kids, you know. Life, okay? Treat the job right. But if you treat it as a side hustle or a beer cash grab money, beer money type of thing, that's what it'll be for you. That's what it'll be. And keep treating the customers like shit, and the system is already coded in the background. The Instacart's set up perfectly. Yes, there will be times where a glitch or something might happen, but there's a trust and safety team to check into it, and they will check into it. Even if it takes a week, they'll check into it, and they'll find out who's at fault. And if it's you because you're cash grabbing and you're beer grabbing and you're getting a bunch of bad ratings, it's already set up for you to... Eventually, you're just doing this. You keep getting bad ratings and doing stupid shit, and it's just you're gonna hang yourself. The customer does the same thing. The customer that wants to keep claiming that groceries are missing, Instacart's like, hey, we're not going to keep losing money on you. Whoop, whoop, you're done. And the rating's going to come off you. It's going to say customer fraud. I'm going to show it to you in a second, but I want to ask you, please subscribe, okay? It's important that you do that, and I would really appreciate it. Hit the notification bell so I can show you the results when they come up, and I show you batches and how they're easy to get. You just need to put in the hours. You need to have something to do while, do other productive, constructive things while you're waiting on batches. Pull away from the app. That helps sometimes. Turn the app off. Go log out and log back in. Sometimes that helps. Use your speed test. I don't know if you guys know about that. It's a thing called speed test. You put it on your phone and you can see how good your signal is in the area that you're sitting, waiting for batches, okay? I like to get out and exercise, so I walk around and, look at Facebook and they just bing in, and then when you come back to the app, it'll come in. You can get back to the app before it gets there, but it'll bing and then you come back. It'll come back through the queue. You might only have a second. If it's a big batch, you're only going to have a second. You're going to have to swipe the number. It's very competitive out here, Okay, a lot of people don't know that. It's competitive. That's why it's important that you do batches, that the highly competitive guys, they're looking for the big numbers. But once they take it, they're out of the game for a minute. They're out of the game for an hour because they're doing their batch. You have to learn to do batches that they don't want. They're waiting for bigger numbers. Like if there's a $30 and it's a triple, if it's 25, 30 items and I know the store really good and it's a triple, I'll take it because I know one of them's going to be small. It's only 30 items. It might be 9, 9, and 9 or 10, 10, and 10. It might be that, but usually it isn't. Usually one person has a couple things. And the way I do multiple customer batches, lately I've been doing one customer at a time. I used to mix it, just go down the list and, split the cart up. But now some of the batches are bigger, like, you're taking $60 triples or something, or $60 doubles or something like that. And I'll do like order A first. And I like the way they have the app set up so you can just do order A's stuff. Click on A and it'll just give A's, right? Click on B, it'll give B, right? And it's easy to check the order at the end too. I always double check because, I'm like an old guy, I'm one of those guys that comes back to his house to see if he locked everything up, turned everything off. Come back like 5, 6 times. So, hey, I do that with batches too. I want everything to be right. I don't want anything coming back on me, okay? Now, I'm going to show you my account here, and I'm going to show you that you need to cover your ass. Talk to every customer. Open every batch. When you hit start shopping, you go custom greeting, boom. That's it. Whether they answer you or not, half will answer, half won't. Doesn't matter. I'm still talking to you like you're talking to me, okay? Out of stock. That's what I'm looking at. Boom. On to the next thing. I'm not even waiting for a response. I'm moving on. If they respond, I'm on the next aisle. Cool. I'll come back and get what they want. But I'm not wasting time anywhere, waiting on anything, okay? But I'm nice about everything, and I document everything I'm saying in the chat. Do it in the chat. Pictures, because Instacart's going to look at that if there's ever a problem. All right, let me show you. Let's go to it right now. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and I'm going to narrate over it, and then that'll be it. All right, so let's take a look at it. I'm at 5,000 batches. I have a 5-star rating, and you can see I have 3 low ratings removed. Why am I still at 5-star? Because 2 of the low ratings are fraud. Instacart marked them as fraud. The customer tried to get over, and they looked at what was going on with me in the batch, the communication, the pictures, everything from start to finish. And then they look at the customer, and there's no way that it could have been the shopper. They look at my history, how many batches, the comments, all of that is taken into consideration. Okay, so I don't care about the 1-star. I kind of know who it was. It's a lady that 1-stars everybody over issues that you can't control due to things she wants you to do that Instacart won't allow. Anyway, here are the ratings. And please, everybody, don't ever forget this is a collective effort. If we all do good, more work comes in. And just give great customer service. Just know that you have to try to enjoy it and get that side hustle crap out of your head. And so, good luck to everybody. All right, and that's all I have to say about Instacart right now, so leave me alone. I'm trying to play my guitar. I don't want to be bothered with no Instacart talk.